This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete Haynes online manual at haynes.com.
Driveshaft. Using the tool provided in the vehicle toolkit, undo the fastener and remove the wheel centre cap. Slacken the driveshaft nut. Then, using the locking wheel bolt adapter where necessary, slacken each of the wheel bolts half a turn. Position the workshop jack under the lower arm front mounting point with a piece of wood on the jack head. Then raise the vehicle until the tyre is clear of the ground. Place an axle stand under the sill flange at the jacking point, indicated by an arrow pressed into the sill. Remove the jack. If required, repeat this procedure on the other side of the vehicle. Fully unscrew the bolts and remove the wheel. Unclip the rubber brake hose, then undo the bolt and detach the support bracket from the suspension strut. Fully unscrew the driveshaft nut. If the driveshaft is reluctant to release, refit the nut to the end of the shaft, attach a suitable puller, and force the driveshaft into the hub slightly. Remove the driveshaft nut. Undo the bolts and slide the caliper mounting bracket, complete with caliper and pads, from the hub. Suspend the caliper assembly from the suspension strut to prevent straining the rubber brake hose. Slacken the nut, then use a ball joint separator tool to detach the track rod end from the hub carrier. Using an Allen key to counterhold the ball joint shank, undo the nut and disconnect the anti-roll bar link rod from the suspension strut. Undo the nuts, securing the lower end of the strut to the hub carrier. Remove the upper bolt, but leave the lower one in place. Position a suitable container beneath the transmission drain plug, then undo the plug and allow the oil to drain. Fit the sealing washer to the drain plug, then refit the plug and tighten it to the specified torque. Remove the container from beneath the vehicle. Remove the remaining strut bolt and pull the hub carrier from the end of the driveshaft. Use a cable tie to suspend the driveshaft from the strut. Pull the shaft out of the transmission and remove the driveshaft assembly from under the wheel arch. Apply a little clean oil to the driveshaft inner splines and a little grease to the outer splines. Insert the inner end of the driveshaft into the transmission, taking care not to damage the transmission oil seal. Pull the hub carrier outwards a little and insert the splined end into the hub. Align the hub carrier with the strut, then insert the bolts and lightly tighten the nuts. Tighten the strut lower bolts and nuts to the specified torque. Reconnect the anti-roll bar link rod with the strut, then tighten the retaining nut to the specified torque. Fit the new driveshaft nut and lightly tighten it. Refit the track rod end to the hub carrier and tighten the nut to the specified torque. Apply a little thread locking compound to the bolts. Then slide the caliper mounting bracket assembly back into place. Insert the bolts and tighten them to the specified torque. Refit the support bracket. Tighten the retaining bolt securely, then clip the brake hose back into place. Undo the transmission filler plug at the front of the casing. Insert the end of a hose into the filler plug aperture in the transmission with a funnel on the other end of the hose. Add the correct grade of transmission oil. The level is correct when oil begins to emerge from the filler plug aperture. Remove the filler hose, then refit and securely tighten the filler plug. Refit the wheel and lightly tighten the retaining bolts. Lower the vehicle to the ground and tighten the wheel bolts to the specified torque. Tighten the hub nut to the specified torque. Refit the wheel centre cap and tighten the fastener securely.